Now, the next ingredient in great action taking is daily accountability. Not monthly accountability, not someone you're checking in with once a month, not weekly accountability, because trust me, when your dream is tough, it's a long time between Monday and Monday. It's a long time. Like, when you're having a hard week on your dream, holy smokes, you can lose a lot of momentum between Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So it's daily accountability. Get yourself daily accountability and watch the difference. Make sure that if you don't show up to work on your dream, somebody caring notices, and you will get dramatically different results. The last thing, I've said 6 here, but the last thing I tell you that I've learned about great action taking is be in a community of support. Okay, be in a real community of support. Be in a community, and here's the key to the community. The key to the community is be in a community where where what everybody does is show up and work on their dream. Because if the norm in the community is, oh, here's what we do in this community, we show up and work on our dream, guess what you'll do? You'll suddenly start showing up and working on your dream. So that's what I've learned about action taking. I'll tell you one other thing, and that's how to be a great action taker on a regular basis. What that will do for you, if you systematize this thing, if you've got great clarity, if you've got daily accountability, if you're in a community of support, if you've got some guidance, what that will do for you is it will make you consistent. It will make you a consistent, smart action taker. Now, when you take consistency, action, and consistency over time, what that does is produce tremendous results. Do you know what Seth Godin, I suppose the best entrepreneurial blogger on the planet, said this: while you and I have been running down dead ends and wasting our efforts, scientists have been busy trying to figure out what actually works for taking action, and now they know. Small steps work. Consistent effort works. Group support works. That's it. 3 things. Now, I differ with Seth a little bit. I told you 5 things. But listen, they know what actually works. Small steps work. Consistent effort works. Group support works. That's it. 3 things. Seth Godin. That's what works. What I'm going on about here today is that in 2013, you can have your best year ever. You can own the year. You can bump your life up to another level because that's within your control. That's within your capability. That's what great entrepreneurs do. They get better every year. They get better every year. And so I really want you, what I'm hoping for you is to go into 2013 and be a better action taker. Be a great action taker and watch what it does for your life. Now, I'm going to take my hat off to these people in my club who have been great action takers. Rich Martin, congratulations. You've been a fantastic action taker, and your consistency is at 99%. You've missed 1 session out of 146. Jerry Gardner, phenomenal action taker. You've never missed a session. 100% attendance, 144 for 144. Jasmine Ramirez, 99%, 143 out of 145 sessions. Vinia Kasuga, 141 out of 145 sessions, 97% attendance rate. Adamas Kadidi, 140 out of 146 sessions, 96% show-up rate. Veda Horner, 100% show-up rate, 137 for 137. Miriam Gruber, 131 out of 133 sessions. That's a 98% attendance rate. Christian Paulson, 116 out of 137 sessions. That's an 85% show-up rate. John Long, 106 out of 109 sessions. Incredible. That's a 97% show-up rate. Corey Rizzo, 101 out of 124 sessions. That's still in our top 8, in our 80% above club. That is an 81% show-up rate. You're phenomenal action takers. Jeff Kapp, 189 out of 199 sessions. That's a 95% show-up rate. This is the spectacular club of people who have shown up for months and months and months at an 80 or 90 or 100%. That's how much they're committed to their dream. That's what great action takers they are. Delilah Redner, 92 out of 105 sessions. That's an 88% show-up rate. Jill Monklevich, 86 out of 100 sessions. That's an 86% show-up rate. Kudos, hats off. Now there are so many other people that deserve some honorable mention. So give me just a moment, and I'll say some names. Now we do think that our mark in my club is, if you know this, if you show up at an 80% or 90% attendance rate, you earn a badge for that. We give you recognition for that, because that is role modeling for the rest of us, to make sure that we're being as consistent on our dream as you are. But it is not the only ones who are phenomenal action takers. Matthew Komanik, you were almost in that phenomenal show-up rate. Lupe, phenomenal show-up rate. Frederick Fang, phenomenal show-up rate. Stacy Hopkins, phenomenal show-up rate. Brandy Massey, phenomenal show-up rate. Peter Hobler, phenomenal show-up rate. Daryl Watson, fantastic. Betty West, fantastic. Mauricio Salomon, fantastic. Victoria Delaney, fantastic. Brad Kirsch, fantastic. Joseph Massey, fantastic. Arjuka Bankston, fantastic. Trey Dunham, fantastic. And John Mickelhatton, fantastic. You were all 60 and 70% show-up rate. And now below that, I am looking at tons of other people. I wish I had time to mention them, but tons of other people who showed up at 50% and more of their might sessions. So what I want to tell you from the deepest place in my being is those names that I just read out, you're spectacular action takers, and I know you're coupling it with great knowledge. So 2013 is yours for the taking. Keep taking spectacular action. Keep learning and keep aiming for the moon, because this is your year. And look, if everything this is just really honest, if everything you wanted, didn't come true in 2012, if you showed up and you were spectacular at showing up and taking action, and yet you're still not living that dream, hey, that's how it goes for entrepreneurs. So don't take that personal. What your measure of an entrepreneur needs to be, how am I showing up? Am I showing up on my dream? Am I still believing? Am I still showing up? Am I still doing the work? Because, my friends, it does take time. Each one of my dreams has taken 3 years to bring them to great fruition. And then in 4 years, forget about it, it's really coming true. And in 5 years, I'm getting it all. So the first year, the toughest. The second year, you can see great gains, and some good stuff starts to roll in. The third year, it's gravy, my friend. So I don't know where you're at in there, but I really, 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 as an entrepreneurial advisor to you, want to advise you, stay the course. Don't back down, because your ships will come in. It is in your hands. It's about you taking great action. All right, I went on and on and on. So my name is Patrick Combs, and I'm wishing you the very, very best. Thank you so much for your participation in my talk, and let's rock next year together. This call is a wrap.